Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a minute, man, since we had some Rhyme Asylum on the channel. Been far too long. Event Horizon featuring Crooked Eye, one of my favorites from the West Coast. Someone recommended this somewhat recently. Don't remember who. This one's for you, man. And for all you RA fans, man. Myself included. So let's jump in. See what they got for us.
My tongue catches fire as it unleashes. I meditate in sub-zero climates till my blood freezes. Hunt cheaters in training sessions with drug dealers that shot keys to the gates of heaven. So pay attention. Cut you down to size with scissor kicks. I'm lifting Egyptian pyramids on my fingertips. I rob holy prophets to pay for my sins. Time flies, but not since I amputated his wings. I'm a fire-breathing sign.
Yo, man. It's good. You know it's a long one when we have RA on the channel, man. Where do you start with his opening bar or opening verse, man? Cyclone comes in, that key bar, man. The drug dealers, the key, get the key, different word for kilos. It's unlocking the gates of heaven, gateway drug, right? Jesus Christ, so much there, and then. Time flies until he amputated his limb, or amputated his wings. The Holy Prophet bar, bro. The double entendre with the prophet. Even that one, man, so much deeper than just that. Like prophet and prophet. Those two, the wordplay there. But you can dig even deeper with that one. Just kind of popped in my head with that. Pay for my sins. See, like I'm thinking, like he's kind of saying because of the sins that he is, the sins that he commits, he's kind of like making sure because he's the holy prophets. So he'd get the holy prophets of being in heaven by committing the sins. He wouldn't actually make it to heaven. So he's robbing those holy prophets by committing those sins. I mean, and even on the third way, it's just kind of like the cool visual of just the words of if you have like a holy character, a holy prophet, and the simple act of robbery is a sin, but you're robbing those holy prophets to pay for the sins, whatever those sins may be going forward, lots of other criminal activities. But yeah, man, god damn. Jesus.
So pay attention, cut you down to size with scissor kicks. I'm lifting Egyptian pyramids on my fingertips. I rob holy prophets to pay for my sins. Time flies, but not since I amputated his wings. I'm a fire-breathing Siamese dragon from a lost dynasty that travelled to this mic in a time machine, locked in crossfire and sniper beams. Catch 22 bullets and throw 11 back at twice the speed. Check my mental logistics. My lexicon holds every language that ever existed. I sacrificed disciples in ancient churches. Swam back from Atlantis for a lifetime to break the surface. You don't wanna
Atlantis being that swam up from Atlantis, break the surface. Man, that fucking 22 catch 22 bullets, throw 11 back at twice the speed. Oh, come on, man. The interesting bar, I mean, dope as hell. The interesting bar among that too, so much. But the one that stood out to me was the disciples in ancient churches. I mean, he talks about being that, having that time machine, right? So initially my mind goes to the time of Jesus, and Cyclone's talking about I mean, were there other disciples other than, I'm sure there were, but I know he's talking about the disciples of Jesus. And I'm just thinking, like, is he put that much thought into it where he's going back with that time machine thinking, or the fact that, I mean, they often talk about being this kind of like mythical being that has lived in all these different lifetimes and, you know, never die type of being. Or it could be, like I said, the time machine going back. And the fact that he's kind of, it's almost like an arrogance in one way, and thinking that he has like the capability of being, of able to like draw Jesus' disciples away from him, or trick them away from Jesus, or he's dispatched Jesus and then they become his disciples, only to then kill them, to sacrifice them in ancient churches. Like, this is the whole thing, man. It's like there's a whole lore built into that one that one bar that you could just keep going deeper and deeper with, right? Man, all right, they're coming here with the hook, so let's hear this shit.
It's for a lifetime to break the surface. You don't wanna fuck with us, cause you know that we're coming up. Said you don't wanna fuck with us. We take it far beyond, rather burn twice as bright for half as long. Get a load of this. Holy shit. I ejaculate sperm whales out of my Moby Dick. With envious eyes, I'm my own worst enemy, like Jekyll and Hyde. Ahead of my time, no burial site. I'm expected to die when the devil is blind.
Jesus Christ! Hey, man, someone had put Oliver Twist, man, put a thing on there on Facebook, I think it was, talking about who would be your 5 MCs that you'd put in a battle against the US. And I picked Possessed as one of those cats, man. The wordplay of this guy is just so remarkable, man. That what do you say about I shoot sperm whales out of my Moby Dick? Again, wordplay magnificent. Obviously, Moby Dick being a whale, sperm, like it's sperm dick. I mean, come on. That's just, this is madness to start off with. And then it's just, I'm gonna have to go back and hear it again, man. But now my brain won't call it back because I got stuck on that one. Oh shit! Hang on, let me hear this again. 1 minute. Yeah, man, that envious eyes, right? Regard the world with envious eyes, and then my own worst enemy, like Jekyll and Hyde. Like, I think, what do they say? What's that saying? I was trying to remember it this morning when I was at my mom's, talking to my mom's about. Is it shit? Is it something that comparison is the thief of joy? I think that's probably wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. But the enviness, right? That envy, you're envious of what other people have. You're envious of what everyone else around you, and because of that, you steal your own joy, right? Which makes you your own worst enemy. And you start looking at what everyone else has and how happy everyone else is, and you wonder why you're not as happy. Why don't you have the same things? I mean, this was like 12, 15 years ago, this track. And especially now more than ever, man, thanks to social media and shit, this is so real, and our kids are just, their brain cells are just rotting on social media because this is their entire life. This is good. Every single hour of every single day is just lived in this untrue reality of just comparing yourself to other people all the time. And the people that they're comparing themselves, like when I went to school, you didn't even realize you compared yourself briefly to people who had more than you. That's why I brought it up to my mom's today, because we were talking about, like, we grew up in a poorer neighborhood, and just a couple streets over were the richer neighborhood, but we all went to the same school. And you would see, they would have the expensive clothes and the expensive shoes and shit, and we knew that if we wanted to have those things. We needed to grind, man. My mom couldn't buy that shit for me. You know, so I had to grind to get that stuff. And you compared yourselves briefly with that, but these days it's like not only are kids comparing themselves and being envious of the people sitting next to them, they're more envious and they compare their lives more to lives that aren't real and the people that don't exist. Right? Sure, they're, you know, and we're at the point now where we don't even know if they physically don't exist. They could be AI, they could just be, but a lot of these influencers are just hollow shells. They buy, look at my $100,000 Christmas haul I got from my dad, and meanwhile, all of it was either fake, or they returned it all the next day to get their money back, right? All for clicks and shit. But yeah, man, that's a dope bar. That's a deep bar, man. That just comes and goes. Like, so it comes and goes because it's got that my own worst enemy, like Jekyll and Hyde, which I think kind of steals the power of that bar, because that line in itself is so fucking dope. The envious eyes gets kind of lost, man. But it's a hell of a bar, bro. Sorry, guys, I warned you. You know these videos are long when it comes to RA. That whole thing, because he brings up vengeance is mine, but then he talks about somebody won't stop till the devil is blind, or something like that, or I won't die till the devil is blind. But then, like I said, he brings up vengeance. So does that mean, like they say, an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind? So does that kind of hint at the fact that Possessed has blinded everyone on the planet, everyone in heaven, everyone in hell, and he won't finally be put to rest or rest in peace until he has taken both of the devil's eyes? Because that's what vengeance is, right? Shit. Hey, come on now.
Burial site, I'm expected to die when the devil is blind. Vengeance is mine, cannibalistic. I got a finger in every pie. You get outshined and put in the shade. Found out my Achilles heel, put that 1 foot in the grave. Alive and kicking, gameplay's the same coordinates. Look skyward for flight collisions. Got you open like a Y incision. Keep friends close and enemies in striking distance. Defecate on your final resting place. Fight me, you need braces to set your dental record straight.
This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy is... That dental records bar, just like the Jekyll and Hyde... Oh, man. To end that verse with that bar, bro, that bar is so freaking dope. The dental records, that... The dental rec... Hey, come on, man. I want to hear it again. Because there was so much in that last part. Now my brain is completely fried, bro. What? The braces. Yeah, that's right. You talked about the braces I mean, right? The braces go on teeth to make them straight. But at the same time, you need dental records to identify a dead body, which brings that in. And then that whole bar is like, or that, like that saying about keep the record straight. Bringing all three of those things together into one bar, man. It's just absolutely magnificent. Shit, and there was something else, man, that he talked about here that I couldn't help but smile. Let's go.
Look skyward for flight collisions. Got you open like a Y incision. Keep friends close.
There's the friends close bar, but there's something before that.
Every pie you get outshined and put in the shade. Found out my Achilles heel, put that 1 foot in the grave. Alive and kicking, gameplay's the same coordinates. Look skyward for flight collision.
It's that whole Achilles heel, 1 foot in the grave, right? Because the Achilles on the back of the foot. If I know my Achilles heels put one foot in the grave, which, you know, I mean, that could be anything, right? Your Achilles heels is often your weakness, right? So maybe his weakness is, you know, his weakness is drugs or alcohol or whatever it is, man. Finding out that your weakness, the one thing you can't kick, man, is the one thing that is putting you one foot in the grave. And talking about the foot and then bringing up the kick, having you open like Y incision is dope as hell, man. Because that's an autopsy where they do the Y incision and open you right up, man. Just dope visuals coming from all angles, man.
Got you open like a Y incision. Keep friends close and enemies in striking distance. Defecate on your final resting place. Fight me, you need braces to set your dental record straight. You don't wanna fuck with us, cause you know that we're coming up. Said you don't wanna fuck with us. We take it far beyond, rather burn twice as bright for half as long. RA connects with the best in the West Coast, visited by an escaped convict from death row. Murderous dressed in a trench coat. After killings, my trademark for death is a red rose. Living legend, even if I happen to die, cause best rapper alive will be etched on my headstone. I penetrate pressure points, giving listeners vivid images when I project my voice. Lost in
Yo, man, nice little wordplay there. Coming with the escaped convict from death row, because Crooked Eye being signed to Death Row Records, probably when this came out. Skirms, man. What a dope opening to this verse. And that you know, we've mentioned it on this channel so much about that. You know, having something like a legacy left behind, right? Having something that will live on beyond after your meat puppet dies and gets put in the ground or put in the oven. There's something that shows the world that you were here, shows your family that you were here. You're not just a memory. You made a mark, right? Sorry guys, it's happening again, man. My video, for whatever reason, I happen to glance up and there's the video. Fucking, it just stops. Maybe I have to update the software or something. I can't remember what I was going to say now, guys. I apologize. I brought it back here to I believe is the beginning of his verse. So I wanted to touch on a couple things. God, I got to figure this out. Maybe I got to switch programs or something going forward. But yeah, man, let's go.
A red rose, living legend, even if I happen to die, cause best rapper alive will be etched on my headstone. I penetrate pressure points, giving listen.
There's a couple things I wanted to touch on. Was that the trench coat and the murder? This was probably released around the same time as there was the Columbine shooting, or not too long after the Columbine shooting, which people were making that connection, like the trench coat mafia. They're making the connection to the Matrix about how those cats were dressed like that, and that's why the two killers at Columbine had dressed like the Matrix and all that kind of stuff. So it's probably kind of what he's coming at with that. Yeah, man. I'm trying to draw a connection between the Red Rose. It's probably not coming to me now, but.
I penetrate pressure points, giving listeners vivid images when I project my voice. Lost in blood, as my mouth salivates. We coming up, every underdog has a day. Muzzles off and no love is lost, so I have to play my part in acts of hate. Decapitate you as you gasp for breath, cost you an arm and leg to pay your last respects. If you're nobody till somebody kills you, I'm ready to die and live a life after death. Yes.
Hey, bro, that bar, the underdog, man. We're coming up the underdog. I don't know if you guys call it that in the UK or not, but we have a thing like when you're pushing somebody on a swing, and the underdog is when you push and then you run underneath them, but it's like the up, right? It's the up movement, and you run underneath the person you're swinging. But he's talking about coming up, which makes me think that, but also the effect of every underdog has its day. That's just a dope bar too, man. Nice little wordplay there. You know what? I dug that Ready to Die bar, and I just realized what the cat was doing. I just realized what he was doing, bro. He's talking about being ready to die, and he brings up life after death. That's a song from Biggie's album, Life After Death. Did I hear that right, man? Is that what he did? Was that like paying homage to Biggie there? I gotta hear this again.
Dog has to stay. Muscles off and no love is lost. So I have to play my part in acts of hate. Decapitate you as you gasp for breath. Cost you an arm and leg to pay your last respects. If you're nobody till somebody kills you, I'm ready to die and live a life after death. Yes. You don't wanna fuck with us or cause you know that we're coming up. Or we said you don't wanna fuck with us or we take it far beyond rather burn twice as bright for half as on the microphone I'm chemical explosives mixed in high doses, sick as psychosis and cystic fibrosis. Touch me and die, my energy's high voltage. When I wrote this, Hennessy had my mind focused. Every rhyme I write becomes my new magnum opus. Pointing a chrome magnum at whoever rap the dopest. You cats are hopeless, matter of fact, fags are bogus. Snap your neck backwards, maggot, I'm that ferocious. Crooked sink in the hand, hit you with lead. Pistol flashing like cameras, I can picture you dead. Might grab a knife, stick you instead. Since he ain't a stand-up nigga, the feds found him missing his legs. I'm on the balcony practicing ancient alchemy.
I gotta hear that again, man. That bar was dope. That bar was dope. The flashing cameras, and I can picture you dead. Come on now.
Was maggot, I'm that ferocious. Crooked sink in the hand, hit you with lead. Pistol flashing like cameras, I can picture you dead. Might grab a knife, stick you instead. Since he ain't a
I missed it first. Pistols flashing like cameras. I can picture you dead. I liked it before. Now the fucking bar is even better. Oh man, nice wordplay by Crooked Eye, man. His word, like his cadence on this is just great, man. It sounds perfect over this beat. Production's dope, man, as always, man. I love that. I love the vocal. Dope as hell.
whoever rap the dopest. You cats are hopeless, matter of fact, fags are bogus. Snap your neck backwards, maggot, I'm that ferocious. Crooked sink in the hand, hit you with lead. Pistol flashing like cameras, I can picture you dead. Might grab a knife, stick you instead. Since he ain't a stand-up nigga, the feds found him missing his legs. I'm on the balcony practicing ancient alchemy. Vest on the chest in case they try to Martin or Malcolm me. I know you think I love myself because this straight.
Weren't both those cats shot on a balcony? Both at Malcolm X and MLK? Were they both shot on balconies, man? I'm gonna have to find that out.
I'm on the balcony practicing ancient alchemy. Vest on the chest in case they try to Martin or Malcolm me. I know you think I love myself because this straight jacket is making me hug myself. Fuck it. Psycho. I'm psycho, nigga. Yeah. Rhyme Asylum, crooked, yeah.
Yeah, man. I can't believe this song has lasted as long as it has, man. Before I actually got around to it, I'm surprised. And you know what? Maybe a lot of people have asked for it. I mean, to be completely honest, but it just, you know, seeing it the other day in one of the comments just kind of reminded myself I gotta get Rhyme Asylum on here, or reminded me to get Rhyme Asylum on here. I mean, what can you say, bro? Like every track from these guys just makes me miss them. Makes me miss them all the more. And I know you guys have missed them a hell of a lot longer than me. What a great track, man. And I've just been, after hearing that hook again, I'm thinking like, that's what for the most part, man, that's what artists for the most part is they burn twice as bright for half as long. Right? Like an artist comes out, catches a little bit of lightning in the bottle, becomes the biggest thing on all the, you know, radio plays the shit out of them. They become, you know, the song is trending on TikTok, the video is watched a shitload of times on YouTube. Next thing you know, they're in a fucking McDonald's commercial, or they get their own burger at Burger King named after them. But then they just fizzle out, man. There are ones that have longevity, but there are cats that just fizzle out and just gone. Shit. But I mean, this goes to show you, man, these cats have longevity, man. This track is dope as hell, and it'd be dope as hell when it was released. Was it, like I said, 12, 15 years ago, whenever it was released, or a decade ago. It'd be no more dope if it got released today, man. It's the same thing. These kind of artists have longevity. Some bubblegum hip hop dickhead is not going to have longevity. It's going to be make a lot of money and piss off, unfortunately. But yeah, man, sorry it took so long. Hopefully you dug it. Glad you were here with me for me to check it out for the first time. And yeah, man, love you guys for being here. Until next time, stay safe. Good to each other.